Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, the show for reviewing everything apart from music, unfortunately, and video games. So, it's time to start reviewing my three all-time favourite classic musical films. And it should be no surprise as to which one I'm starting it with. I'm wearing the t-shirt for it. Yeah, there you go. Mary Poppins. Based on the children's book of the same name by P.L. Travers. The film is from 1964, and for those who haven't seen it before, you may want to go and watch the film before you watch this review. Because George Banks is a working father with a wife and two children who's pretty much dedicated to his job and not so much to his family. And his children, Jane and Michael, are always under the care of a nanny. Their current nanny, Katie Nana, takes leave after they run away for the last time. Only it's down to her carelessness that she lost them again. And they were just chasing after a runaway kite. Now, this is where the magical nanny Mary Poppins herself comes into play to act as the children's nanny. And it's apparent from when she first sets foot in the house that she's going to do wonders for the Banks family. As the moment she starts taking over the childcare of Jane and Michael, things start turning into a whimsical adventure. As they turn tidying up from a chore into a game. And then after that, they pop through a chalk pavement picture and go on a jolly holiday, okay? And now, while they have fun on this idyllic countryside holiday inside a chalk painting, the actual action of the film actually takes place when George takes Jen and Michael to see the bank that he works for. And there's a whole kerfuffle over tuppence. Now, let me just explain something for those modern children. But tuppence was a lot of money back then. This was a 1960s film, and it's set in Edwardian London. And you could do a lot for a tuppence in those days. Whereas you can do basically nothing with it now. So, and basically though, the kid's behaviour at the bank leads to George getting discharged from his job. Over a tuppence! I mean, come on! Over the tuppence that George wanted Michael to invest with the bank, when he wanted to feed the birds. Now, of course, it's all resolved in the end when the kids actually surrender the tuppence. But too little too late. But all that trouble over tuppence. I mean, just... And of course, another part of their adventuring involves them having a tea party on the ceiling at Uncle Albert's house. And George Banks, he actually does become fed up with hearing of these adventures. And this is what leads him into getting tricked into taking Jane and Michael to the bank. Although, he kind of tricks himself into it, rather than the way he thinks it happened. Now, Bert himself is the Swiss Army man, as every time you see him, he has a different job. At the beginning of the film, he's a one-man band, and he's the one that takes us to the Banks' house for the first time. Then, when they pop through a chalk pavement picture, he's a street artist, and it's one of his pictures they're jumping into. And then when Jane and Michael are on the run from the bank, who has sent the armed forces after them, he's a chimney sweep. So yes, 3 different jobs you see him doing over the course of the film. His actor, though, well, actually, we'll get to the actors next. How does the film end, you might be wondering, after I've told you everything? Well, the Banks become a proper family, Mary takes her leave, and disappears into the stratosphere for a long rest. Or possibly to go and help out another family. Or other families in the intervening time. Now, so that's the story of the film. The Banks is actually, it ends with them flying a kite in the park. Now, on to the cast of the film. The film stars Julie Andrews in the title role of Mary Poppins. And she plays the role superbly. And we have Dick Van Dyke as Bert. But not just that, he also plays Mr. Dawes Sr., the chairman of the bank. Pardon me. Yeah, so he plays 2 roles, which already shows the versatility of his acting, right there. Then we also have David Tomlinson as George Banks, Glynis Johns as Winifred Banks, Michael Garber as Michael Banks. Yeah, they had someone named Michael play a character named Michael. Okay, and Karen Detrice as Jane Banks. Pardon me. Okay, other characters. Okay, we have Ed Wynn playing Uncle Albert. It's Mary's uncle, by the way. And other characters we meet or only see for a brief time in the film. Mr. Dawes Jr. and the other partners of the bank. You know, the other men on the board of governors for the bank, basically. Miss Lark and Andrew, who we see a few times. Katie Nana, Ellen, the maid, and the cook at number 17 Cherry Tree Lane. Admiral Boom, who actually has a ship on his house roof. And Mr. Bennicle, his captain's mate, I guess. They always set the cannon off, sending the house next door, the Banks' house, into disarray every time. And they do it every hour on the hour. And of course, Mrs. Banks is a member of the suffragette movement, which was going on at the time in the real world. In the time of its setting. 1910, by the way. Now, onto the musical numbers. The Sherman Brothers are responsible for composing all the music here. And with such wonderful toe-tapping numbers as A Spoonful of Sugar, Feed the Birds, Let's Go Fly a Kite, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and Step in Time, you will end up having a smashing time with this film. Directed by Robert Stevenson. No, not that one. Okay. And distributed by Walt Disney Pictures and Buena Vista. It's one of my all-time favourite musicals, as I said at the beginning. And what else can I say? I think I covered all the basics for the first time in a review. Okay. But how many of you look back nostalgically at this yourselves? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for this episode. Next time, we stick with the theme of my favourite musicals and go on to the next one. But until next time, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a Semajical time.